From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Wednesday morning. We still have multiple fires burning within the region, but we have several bits of good news to pass along. So we'll start in Yakima County with the Bohosky fire. This is the most recent fire startup. Look at this. It's now 100% contained, stopped at 315 acres. So shout out to the East Valley Fire Department. I believe it's Fire District number 4 in Yakima County, but they put this thing out pretty quickly. Okay, on to the Williams Mine fire. This thing burning to the south of Mount Adams. It's now 10% contained. Remember, just a couple days back, it was only 2% contained, so progress being made there. And then with the Retreat fire burning outside of Titan, also in Yakima County, this is 95% contained. So we're just on containment watch at this point, so we can get it to 100% and be done talking about it. And it's pretty much the exact same thing for the Battle Mountain complex, which is really just the Monkey Creek fire at this point. It's 94% contained, so again, we're just on containment watch at this point. I'll show you what air quality is looking like for this morning. Also, I'll show you what else to expect for this Wednesday, and that's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, an update on a hit and run that sent a Pasco woman to the hospital. Court documents claiming the suspect drove his car at the woman. Details coming up.
The West Richland Police Department has declared 3 dogs as potentially dangerous this year, when usually there's only 1 to 2. We take a look at what police say constitutes as aggressive dog behavior.
And still ahead, results from the Washington primary election are officially certified. We have who will move on to November's election. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Wednesday, August 21st.
Happy Wednesday. It was raining outside.
I know.
Much needed rain, because I feel like we haven't seen rain in so long.
I know, and I love the smell of it. And I said it earlier, but it's a different kind of...
I don't know.
You don't like the smell of rain?
I don't know. I guess sometimes. If it smells... I guess good.
When it's like in the grass and it's
trash outside. There we go.
No one wants to smell that.
And we'll talk more about your rain with Josh Colbreth later on in the show. But we're going to start off with your top stories with new information on a hit-and-run arrest that left a Pasco woman in the hospital early Sunday morning. A 26-year-old man, Francisco Barajas Hernandez, is accused of assault, DUI, and hit-and-run.
Court documents obtained by Apple Valley News Now show Barajas Hernandez drove up to a woman who was walking on the sidewalk of SR 397 in Kennewick. Authorities say he asked the woman if she wanted a ride. She refused, and that's when she says Barajas Hernandez drove away, turned his car around, and drove at her, hitting her with his car.
It's our belief right now that these two people didn't know each other. And when Mr. Barajas attempted to talk to the victim had no interest in talking to him. What we've since discovered is that Mr. Barajas actually tried to contact this lady within 30 minutes of this incident happening. The pregnant lady was transported to Trios Medical Center for what we believe right now are, fairly minor to moderate injuries.
Barajas Hernandez is currently in the Benton County Jail. He was not granted bail at this time.
The city of Ellensburg and Kittitas County have picked a new location and operator for the temporary overnight cold weather shelter to run from mid-November to March.
Hope Source will operate the shelter inside the Western Village facility on the northern side of the Ellensburg Rodeo Arena. The city is paying the temporary lease costs for the Western Village location, while the county covers operational costs with one-time supplemental funds from the State Department of Commerce. Providers will also be able to visit to connect participants to services.
It has about 2,000 square feet of open area that will be used for the shelter. It also has the commercial kitchen, it has restrooms, it has fenced access, which gives the facility, the ability to open and close at specific times.
The shelter will be run by Hope Source staff, but it's also in need of volunteers. They'll be recruiting closer to the facility's opening.
YWCA Yakima's current domestic violence shelter can only house a fraction of those seeking help, with over 1,000 families turned away last year.
But they are in the final stretch of fundraising to build a second domestic violence shelter at the site of the former St. Elizabeth's Nursing School. The new shelter would provide 112 additional beds and 45 rooms, play areas for children, and space to expand programs and activities for families. The project cost estimated at just over $17 million.
We're working on the last $1 million, so we invite the community to go on our website, make a donation. We'd love for everybody to be a part of what's happening.
The goal to raise the remaining $1 million by the end of the year and begin renovations in January and also open up the shelter in spring of 2026. This year, the West Richland Police Department Animal Control has had an unusually high amount of aggressive animals. So this includes dog bites on humans, dog attacks on other animals, or loose aggressive dogs.
Officer Marissa Adamson with the West Richland Police Department says she's declared 3 individual dogs as potentially dangerous, and she's also issued 4 other warnings for aggressive dogs.
For West Richland, I usually only declare maybe 1 a year to 2, but this year it's been dog bite call after dog bite call, and these are usually it's a first-time offender. I've only had 1 case where it was a habitual dog.
Officer Adamson says a wireless collar system has worked for her own dogs to prevent them from getting loose. There are repercussions for owners whose dogs attack people. In some cases, with serious injuries, it ends with the animal being euthanized. Officer Adamson also says just because a dog is good indoors doesn't mean they're the same outside of the home.
Even if your dog is friendly in your household, friendly with your family members, when they're loose and out in the streets, they act in a totally different manner because they are reacting to the environment around them. They don't have you there to determine what's a threat and what's not.
If you do encounter an aggressive animal, Officer Adamson says to call non-emergency dispatch and use pepper spray if you can, this to break the dog out of its tunnel vision. She also says you're allowed to defend yourself, your family, and your animals if there is a loose, aggressive dog.
Cases of human parvovirus in the U.S. are rising, and we have a warning from the CDC about it. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we tell you which groups are most at risk.
The first Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus where we feel like we're a one-stop shop. Primary care is everything that you do here at the Pacific Clinic. We really focus on preemptive care. And what that means to us is going out and playing tennis and working on that proprioception, that balance, that social aspect, flexibility, all those things.
Living an active lifestyle is extremely important to our health. Research shows that just by incorporating exercise into our daily lives, we can reduce our risk of cardiovascular disease by 50%. So cutting your risk in half is amazing, and just by incorporating regular exercise, we add years to our life.
Stress is the primary reason why living an active lifestyle is so important, because it reduces stress. Stress brings on anxiety, depression, all of the things that we don't want to feel.
So there's some really good benefits to cold therapy, specifically with regards to neurotransmitters. What's important about those neurotransmitters is when they go up, it improves your mood. And so it's become a really good treatment option for depression. And as far as the hot therapy, things like a sauna are really good at preventing cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's disease, and even some respiratory diseases. I would recommend that folks take advantage of all the services we have to offer here at the clinic. You can make significant strides toward improving your health by utilizing all that we have to offer.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Summer is for exploring, so get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. All from Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer event.
Mattress Depot USA always offers premium mattresses at the best prices every day.
But we are also sleep specialists.
Check out Mattress University on our website, mattressdepotusa.com. It's filled with information.
Like Beds 101, Mattress Anatomy 201, and Sleep Health 301.
And yes, there is a sleep quiz that will help you choose the mattress best for you.
Study it today, sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We do have a little bit of light haze in the region right now. It's thickest in Morrow County and Umatilla County, and we'll go ahead and put this in motion for the rest of today and into tomorrow. And you'll notice that since winds become more uniform out of the south and west, that will put a little bit more smoke and haze into places like Benton County, Franklin County, Walla Walla County, and of course Morrow and Umatilla County. So those are going to be the main areas impacted for today, but watch what happens into tomorrow. We'll start to see a little bit of a drifting of all of this back off towards the west. So places like Kittitas and Yakima County could also get into the action, but this is all just really parsing out very light haze and smoke over the next couple of days. We're not expecting any significant reductions in air quality. Temperatures this morning are mainly in the 50s and 60s, although we're now down to 48 degrees in Yakima, so definitely you'd want the light jacket as you're headed out the front door. A little bit later today, we're going to end up being about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. Not just 80s within the region, but even some 70s, upper 70s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. So it's going to feel quite nice today, even at the peak of daytime heating. Will be pretty dry for today, except for some very small shower and thunderstorm chances for the Cascades, but those become more widespread into the next few days, and I'll show you how shower and thunderstorm chances go up over these next few days coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. The CDC says it is keeping an eye on rising numbers of human parvovirus cases. While an infection is usually mild, Mandy Gaither reports people who are pregnant or have certain health issues can face severe complications.
It's called parvovirus B19. Early this year, health officials in more than a dozen European countries reported unusually high numbers of cases there, and now the U.S. is seeing more of the viral illness, too.
This year so far, the increase in cases has been up to 20%.
The CDC says some who are infected with the virus will have no symptoms. Others may have a fever, headache, cough, sore throat, rashes, and joint pain. It can also present itself as red splotches on the face, also called a slap cheek rash, but this symptom is more common in children.
It attacks bone marrow cells, primarily red blood cells, or the precursors to red blood cells. So it tends to cause anemia.
OBGYN Dr. Gregory John Locksmith with Orlando Health says pregnant people, especially those with no previous exposure to the virus, have a higher risk of serious complications.
1 out of 3 cases, the mother does transmit the virus to the baby. Most of those babies don't have problems, but a small percentage, maybe 10 to 20%, can develop severe anemia, which can ultimately lead to intrauterine fetal death.
There's no vaccine to prevent a parvovirus B19 infection, but since it can spread through respiratory particles, practicing good hygiene can help prevent the spread. Cover nose and mouth with a tissue or your elbow when you cough and sneeze. Properly wash hands and clean frequently touched surfaces. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The CDC says people with a weakened immune system and people with certain blood disorders are also at a higher risk for severe illness if infected with parvovirus B19. And the agency says you should see a doctor if you have symptoms while pregnant or suspect complications from a parvovirus infection. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Day 2 of the Democratic National Convention took place last night with more speeches and more celebrity appearances. We have a recap coming up in your political headlines. When choosing a pediatrician, try to meet with the team first and find out if they'll listen to concerns you may have. There's more information at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
no matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
Hey there, are you ready to quackercise? It's the best exercise to get ready for the duck race. I know you guys are ready. Are you? It's coming September 14th. Don't miss your chance to win big at the Mid-Columbia Duck Race. The grand prize is a 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross, plus other fantastic prizes. Support your community, lend a hand, buy a duck, and keep the tradition alive. The Mid-Columbia Duck Race, presented by Toyota and Audubon Auto Care Center.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
STCU reminds you that time is running out on Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown.
It started with 64 restaurants, and after more than 5,000 votes, we're down to the final 2. Choose your favorite and then enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. Thanks to our sponsors.
Summer in our area usually means great weather, but every so often a storm moves in.
Count on Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather to warn you in advance of coming storms.
Stacey Lee evenings, Josh Colbert mornings, Apple Valley News Now. First Alert Weather on your side.
Next live, Naomi Watts, Vivica A. Fox, and Chrissy Teigen. Plus, nutrition for healthy aging.
I feel like this is a win-win-win situation.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of Health First. A little bit of light haze up in the sky for today. It's going to end up being pretty light for most spots. Will be dry for most spots, although there is a little chance of some showers, maybe some thunderstorms up in the Cascades for today, but the rest of us staying dry. Today's highs are going to be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. Look at this, upper 70s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. It will be a little breezy today for the lower Columbia Basin, also for the foothills of the Blues. Some of those winds could gust upwards of maybe 20, 25 miles per hour. And then for tonight, late into the evening, we should dry out even in the Cascades. Overnight lows dropping off into the 50s. Winds will die off as well. So now we can turn our attention to Thursday, where the weather gets a whole lot more interesting. So we'll put this into motion in Futurecast, not really picking up on the potential of a morning round of showers or thunderstorms, which is what some other models are saying. So we'll have to sift through more model data to give it a final yay or nay on that. But into the late afternoon to early evening, that's when models are much more confident about this next round of showers and thunderstorms into Kittitas and Yakima counties. But also there are some indications that we could see a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity for the basin and for the foothills and for the Blues. So tomorrow it's going to be a tricky forecast. But our shower and thunderstorm chances will double into Friday. They'll peak into Saturday, and then after that we'll trend drier. Also will trend warmer. Look at this, back to more seasonal values by the time we get into next week. But my goodness, we'll be about 15 degrees below average for Saturday, so feeling pretty fall-like out there. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. This is going to be our last day without shower chances, and then of course we'll have plenty of shower chances for Thursday through Sunday, and again mid-70s for Saturday. For Yakima, a shower and thunderstorm chance for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but lows dropping into the 40s for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So how about that? Very fall-like. Then for Hermiston, we'll have a stretch of active weather for Thursday through Sunday. High struggle to make it out of the 60s for Saturday. Then for Walla Walla, again, shower and thunderstorm chances likely peaking by Friday and Saturday, and then trending drier and warmer for Sunday and beyond.
Thank you, Josh. Turning to political news now, day 2 of the Democratic National Convention wrapped up last night, and it featured political royalty, celebrities, and some jokes. ABC's Jacqueline Lee has the latest.
The energy during night 2 of the Democratic Convention was at a fever pitch. A cameo-filled ceremonial roll call of the states transformed into a massive party. Standing among politicians included appearances by a bunch of celebrities, including rapper Lil Jon with a surprise performance.
turn out for what?
Harrison Walz accepted the ceremonial nomination from a packed rally 80 miles away in Milwaukee, in the same arena where Donald Trump accepted the Republican nomination last month.
We are so honored to be your nominees. I'll see you in 2 days, Chicago.
Taking the stage back in Chicago, Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, telling personal stories of how his wife takes her job as stepmother seriously.
She's always been there for our children, and I know she'll always be there for yours too. Kamala is a joyful warrior.
Then, Michelle Obama took the stage to make the case for a Harris presidency.
Kamala Harris is more than ready for this moment. She is one of the most qualified people ever to seek the office of the presidency. And she is one of the most dignified.
While calling out former President Trump.
Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs?
Former President Obama closing out the night.
We do not need 4 more years of bluster and bumbling and chaos. We have seen that movie before, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse.
Later tonight, former President Bill Clinton and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi will take the stage ahead of vice presidential nominee Tim Walz. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a dog at the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter that was found with the collar too tight that it had to be surgically removed. But we're told she's ready for adoption and is a happy, well-mannered pup. We introduce you to Petunia next for this week's pet that's up for adoption. It's Operation Best Friend time when we come back.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on.
I want that.
Amazing offers on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Don't wait. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 F-150 STX for $399 a month or get 0 for $36 and $3,700 bonus cash.
Enjoy bowling here at Triple Play, where fun is always in season. French fries are fun, which is always in season here at Triple Play. Speaking of fun, did you know it's always in season at Triple Play?
Dude, what's with dropping the tagline?
The marketing ladies wanted me to push it.
What did they offer ya?
5 pizzas.
Gonna share, right?
Of course.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Off the clock? And you're relaxing in that old thing?
Come on, just a little duct tape. It's good to go.
Well, right now, you can score amazing comfort that's built to last with savings up to 50% during the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. You'll also find huge savings on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Or get 60 months no interest financing. The Labor Day sale on now at Furniture Row.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales event is on. Amazing offers, like the Built Wild Bronco family. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 Bronco Sport Big Ben for just $369 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps.
It is Wednesday, which means it's time for Operation Best Friend. And this week we're featuring 2-year-old Petunia.
Now, Petunia had a rough start, but that doesn't stop her from being a well-mannered dog who loves to cuddle with people. Take a look.
Hey everyone, I'm Monica and I'm from the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter, and this week for Operation Best Friend, I have brought Petunia. Petunia is about 2 years old. We think that she's a bulldog mix, possibly pit bull, possibly some piglet, we're not really sure. She actually came to us on May 2nd. Animal Control received a call about a possible abandoned dog near Oregon Avenue in Pasco. And when they found Petunia, she actually was found with her collar so tight on her neck that it had become embedded and had to be surgically removed. She loves playing in the kiddie pools that we have in the yards at the shelter. When I've taken her for walks, she walks so wonderfully on a leash. She has wonderful manners. She stays right next to you the whole time. She's eager to go wherever you go. And then right afterwards, go and be the equivalent of a couch potato at the shelter and curl up on her bed and take a nice nap. She does appear to love all humans, but she is one of those dogs like many at Tri-Cities Animal Shelter that do need to be an only pet in a home potentially. From what we've seen from her in the shelter environment, she does not really want other dogs in her space. She's a people girl. She loves humans and is very affectionate. Will walk right up and give you a kiss. If you do want to adopt Petunia or any dogs from Tri-Cities Animal Shelter, our adoption process is super simple. We just require a valid ID and $50. There's no appointment needed. If you do have other dogs at home, we do require that you bring them to do a meet and greet with the potential dog you would adopt to ensure compatibility. Anybody who ends up adopting Petunia will receive a $50 gift card to local pet store, Paws Natural Pet Emporium, for $50 to start spoiling your pet the Paws way.
Aw, Petunia seems so sweet.
Her in the kiddie pool is my summer mood.
Oh,
That's
yes.
how I'm trying to be all summer long.
Well, up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6:30, the results for Washington's primary election are official. We have who is moving on to the November election.
Plus, continuing coverage on the healthcare workers' strike at Cadlick in Richland. What Cadlick is denying and what workers are saying. That's all in your next half hour.
Who do you call if you've been injured in an accident? Call the law firm whose members are an active part of our community and contribute through United Way, Red Cross, Rotary International, and other charities and community organizations.
It only happens once a year. Steve Hunt Kia's summer clearance sale. So don't get stuck in the slush. Bring any trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Can take advantage of Steve Hunt all-wheel drive sale. All with 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days. Steve Hunt Kia.com.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Happel came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought crumble to our community. Where do you credit union?
Hey, Tri-Cities! It's Eric the Peanut Guy with your Tri-City Dust Devils. Have you made it to a Dust Devils game this year? Don't miss out on what my mom calls the best summertime experience you can have. Thanks, Mom. Friday, August 23rd, we'll have $2 hot dogs, snacks, and soft drinks on Family Feast Night, thanks to Nothing Bundt Cakes. Saturday, the 24th, the sky and the Tri will light up with fireworks, thanks to Teamsters Local 839. Visit the official ticket site at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
It's time to get moving with the stunningly versatile, best-in-class 2025 Carnival MPV that seats 8 from Overturf Kia. Plus, get 6.9% interest for up to 72 months. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. That's overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Did you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
It only happens once a year. Steve Hunt Kia Summer Clearance Sale. So don't get stuck in the slush. Bring any trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Can take advantage of Steve Hunt All-Wheel Drive Sale. All with 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days. Steve Hunt Kia.com.
Remember that who you choose to represent you does matter to the insurance industry. For over 30 years, Allen Brecky Law Offices have been representing accident victims and have earned the reputation as a trusted and respected law firm.
Every locally broadcast game, the Seattle Kraken, all season long on Apple Valley News Now. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
Josh, it's been raining. There's a lot of, or it was raining last night because it was really wet outside.
Yeah.
And I was not expecting that.
Rained overnight. It was just a light shower, I think, but whenever you see rain on the ground in the Tri-Cities, it's like...
It was enough to get our attention.
Why is that there? It's a deluge. Yeah, exactly. So we do have more rain chances, thankfully, in the forecast over the next few days. So we will touch on that. But first, taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bimart. Remember how bad this view looked just like a month back when the Retreat fire first started? Well, those days, it looks like, are long gone, as air quality is pretty good right now within the Yakima Valley. Temperatures are mostly in the 50s and 60s, although we are at 48 technically in Yakima. So definitely there shall be some light jackets worn this morning as you're headed out the front door. A little bit later today, we're going to be in the 70s and 80s. That'll place us at about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year, with those upper 70s being in the Kittitas Valley, also in the Yakima Valley. We'll be pretty dry for today, although there is a little chance of some thunderstorms up in the Cascades, but we'll have much better chances for not only showers but also thunderstorms for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And with lightning in the forecast, I'll show you just how dry our vegetation is looking specifically for tomorrow. I'll touch on that fire start potential, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Starting off this half hour in election news, the results of the 2024 primary election across Washington state have been certified.
The August 6th primary narrows the field of candidates for the general election. It also had local ballot measures. So we're going to go over those results now. Starting with Washington's governor, Bob Ferguson and Dave Reichert will both advance to the November election, with Ferguson having majority of the vote with 45%, Reichert with 28%.
Now to the U.S. Representative for Congressional District Number 4. Advancing is Jared Sessler with 33% of the vote and incumbent Dan Newhouse with 23%.
Lastly, we're going to look at the race for Washington's Attorney General, Pete Serrano with 44% and Nick Brown with 35%. To find more election results, head to applevalleynewsnow.com. It'll be at the top of your screen.
Continuing coverage now on the large healthcare strike happening in Richland and Kennewick.
Technology and service workers at Cadlick say they were forced off their jobs around 4 yesterday morning, and workers started the strike shortly after.
Workers walked the picket lines in front of the hospital in Richland with cars honking and workers chanting from the sidewalk. The workers say the strike is about more than a bump in pay.
We want them to come to the bargaining table, come with an acceptable offer, something that would show that they value and respect and they appreciate our skills and they value this community. They want to invest in this community.
Cadlick Hospital officials say the pay they offer to the workers is competitive in the state in health care. They have brought in temporary workers until the strike ends, which is August 27th.
Hospital officials also disagree with claims of worker mistreatment yesterday morning, saying the SEIU represented caregivers were given time to gather their things and workers will be paid up to the start time of the strike. Attorneys for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students in 2022 say responses to their survey show a fair trial cannot be held in Latah County.
Brian Kohberger's lawyers pointing to this. When asked what would happen if Kohberger was found innocent, some people said they would burn the courthouse down and they'd probably find and kill him. The defense is requesting the trial, which is set to begin next summer, be moved to Boise.
They say there was less media coverage of the case in Ada County, making it easier to find an impartial jury. Kohberger will be back in court on the 29th for a change of venue hearing.
Students are back at Heritage University for the second year in the new Tri-Cities campus.
Yesterday was the new student orientation, where the Eagles receive information on accessing health and wellness resources, financial aid assistance, and class registration. There were also some icebreakers to help connect with fellow students and campus tours to familiarize them with the classrooms. Martin Valadez says Heritage University is different from traditional public universities.
We're a good fit for some students who want small classes, primarily face-to-face classes, and we're here to help anybody that wants to continue their education.
The fall 2024 semester at Heritage University starts Monday, August 26th.
After almost 6,000 votes, Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown is down to the last 2. They are the Prosser House in Prosser and the Maple Counter Cafe in Walla Walla.
To vote for your favorite, you can scan the QR code that's up on your screen right now, or you can go to applevalleynewsnow.com, click on Contest, and select Restaurant Showdown. Also, after voting, be sure to enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. Voting ends at 8 p.m. on Sunday, so get your vote in before then. Now, everybody loves things that are free, so how about some free Chipotle? Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we'll tell you how you can win a year's worth of free burritos.
Plus, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will have your weather forecast. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at applevalleynewsnow.com and our mobile apps.
Make your hard-earned dollars go further during the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or get 60 months no-interest financing. The Labor Day sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Back by popular demand, it's Steve Hunt Kia's 2 for $222, but only while supplies last during the summer clearance sale. If Steve Hunt Kia can sell 2 new Kias for $222, imagine what you'll save on all-wheel drive SUVs, but only at SteveHuntKia.com.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Farming at any scale is often about using what you have at hand to get the job done. Life definitely gets a little easier and more enjoyable when you have the right tools. It's important to me to be a good and reliable farmer, and that means taking care of the environment too. I want to see the valley continue to thrive and provide food long into the future. I just love what I do, and I wake up every day thankful to provide healthy, local food to my community.
Stop by today and feel the power of Pingree.
Bull riding, the perfect fusion of strength, skill, and pure willpower. Professional bull riders aren't just athletes. They're daredevils with cowboy souls. Come experience the true modern West, where 8 seconds of glory will create a lifetime of memories. It's the PBR Challenger Series. PBR Kennewick at Toyota Center, September 6th and 7th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com, PBR.com, and the box office. Hold on tight. The ride of your life is about to begin.
Back by popular demand, it's Steve Hunt Kia's 2 for $222, but only while supplies last during the summer clearance sale. If Steve Hunt Kia can sell 2 new Kias for $222, imagine what you'll save on all-wheel drive SUVs, but only at SteveHuntKia.com.
It's the Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $299.99, or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The Labor Day sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
While many things in life change, one constant is the accuracy of our forecast.
Because at Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather, accuracy matters.
We're Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather, on your side.
Always on your side.
Next live, Naomi Watts, Vivica A. Fox, and Chrissy Teigen. Plus, nutrition for healthy aging.
I feel like this is a win-win-win situation.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now, temperatures are in the 40s and 50s in Kittitas County, 56 for Cle Elum, 56 for Ellensburg, and look at that, triplets as we have 56 for Vantage as well. Then for the Yakima Valley, we're seeing temperatures in the 40s and 50s, 49 for Sunnyside, 48 for Yakima, then 53 degrees for Union Gap. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, looks like we're just in the 50s right now, 54 for Tri-Cities. Earlier, we were in the 60s for places like Boardman and Hermiston, but now those places have slipped down into the 50s as well. We are holding on to some low 60s for places like Adena and Milton Freewater and Walla Walla, but the rest of us for these locations in the 40s and 50s, with the 40s being for the higher terrain of Meacham and Ukiah. A little bit later today, we're going to end up in the 70s and 80s. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. Pretty dry for most spots. A little chance of some showers or thunderstorms in the Cascades, but that chance becomes more widespread into Thursday, especially for the Yakima Valley and Kittitas Valley. And the better chance for thunderstorms is going to be in the Kittitas Valley. So with that in mind, here's tomorrow's vegetation dryness. Remember, the 100th percentile means that would be the driest vegetation on record. So we're going to be into the 64th percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties, into the 65th percentile for the lower Columbia Basin, where thankfully we don't have much lightning in the forecast for tomorrow, but we do have lightning in the forecast for the Blue Mountains, where these are going to be the driest fuels, up into the 78th percentile. And unfortunately, we have more lightning chances in the Friday and Saturday. I'll show you some of those chances coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In your business news this morning, a federal judge in Texas has blocked the Federal Trade Commission's ban on non-compete clauses.
The judge found the federal agency lacked authority to issue the rule, which would have voided contracts that keep workers from moving to a rival workplace. The FTC rule would have taken effect in September and invalidated employment contracts for an estimated 30 million workers.
In a statement, the FTC said it was disappointed by the decision and is considering a potential appeal.
Now, if you love free food, this next story is for you.
Yeah, Chipotle wants to test your IQ, and the restaurant chain is launching a trivia game about its ingredients, history, sustainability efforts, and more. Rewards members can take it through Thursday.
Chipotle says some super fans might unlock an extra credit question that's worth a year of free burritos, and others could win rewards points or buy one, get one frees.
Delicious. Well, up next on Good Morning Northwest, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your First Alert full forecast, and he'll let you know if we're getting any more rain today.
And still ahead is your morning sprint. Keep it here. We will be right back.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on most 2024 Cadillac models when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Are you suffering from stomach pain, a sprained ankle, or does your child have cold or flu-like symptoms? When sudden illness or minor injuries occur, Astria Rapid Care is here for you. Our providers can see you right away with no appointment necessary. Astria Rapid Care is the place for minor emergencies, sprains, cuts, and more, with convenient locations in Prosser, Sunnyside, and Toppenish. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Lad Days are here. Our annual fall sales event is the best time to get discounts on Lad irrigation services and products. You'll find great deals on parts, pivots, projects, repairs, and more. From August 26th through 30th, stop by any Lad irrigation location to take advantage of these once-in-a-year prices. Prizes, too, and taco trucks on site at select Lad locations. This is simply our way of saying thank you to our customers. Learn more at ladirrigation.com.
Off the clock? And you're relaxing in that old thing?
Come on, just a little duct tape. It's good to go.
Well, right now, you can score amazing comfort that's built to last with savings up to 50% during the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. You'll also find huge savings on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Or get 60 months no interest financing. The Labor Day sale on now at Furniture Row.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a look at plenty of sunshine in the Tri-Cities. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. The view coming from Columbia Point. A little bit later today I'll have skies that will range from mostly sunny to partly cloudy. Will be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. Most of us either in the 70s or 80s, and will be pretty dry for most spots, but we could have some showers or thunderstorms up in the Cascades, although that's a pretty low-end chance. And then for tonight, even in the Cascades will dry out. Overnight lows dropping off into the 50s. And by the way, for today, could have some gust in the lower Columbia Basin, also for the foothills of the Blues, gusting upwards of 20 miles per hour. But for tonight, those winds should die off. And I think I already mentioned that overnight lows will drop off into the 50s. Now let's move forward to some much more interesting weather for tomorrow. We'll show you that with Futurecast. Pay attention to the timing here. And this model in particular is mainly picking up on a chance for showers and thunderstorms in Yakima County and Kittitas County, and mainly during the late afternoon to early evening. Now just know that other models are suggesting, first of all, there could be an earlier round. Second of all, that some of this could also be into the lower Columbia Basin and for the foothills and for the Blues. So just know that tomorrow is going to be a tricky forecast, but chances for showers and thunderstorms are going to be much better. There's a lot more confidence in the chance for Friday and especially for Saturday. Now after that, chances fall off. We trend drier. Also, we do trend warmer, but look at what happens in the midst of the highest rain and thunderstorm chances. Highs tumbling down into the mid-70s for the Tri-Cities. That'll place us at about 15 degrees below average for a change. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. This is going to be our last day without shower chances, and then we'll have plenty of them through Sunday. Also, again, just to reiterate, mid-70s for Saturday. For Yakima, a shower and thunderstorm chance for Thursday and Sunday, several of those chances, and then lows in the 40s. How about that for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Feeling pretty fall-like out there. Then for Hermiston, we have a stretch of active weather, again, for Thursday through Sunday, and highs are going to struggle to make it out of the 60s for Saturday. Then for Walla Walla, also several shower and thunderstorm chances likely peaking by Friday and Saturday, and then trending drier and warmer for Sunday and beyond.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it's the simple step that some in law enforcement believe could help stop home burglaries.
This might be a good idea to help just better protect you and your family.
Google Maps allowing you to blur your home on Street View, barring would-be burglars from seeing what your house looks like, or if you don't have a security system.
We're in that age now where everything's online, and whatever a criminal can do to make their job easier, and make it more advantageous for them, they're going to. You know, the whole idea is for them not to get caught. And if they have the ability to case your house without even leaving their house, where they're not going to be seen as suspicious driving around or walking around.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll show you the quick steps to get this added peace of mind, plus more tips to keep your home safe. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
It's now time for your 6 o'clock morning sprint, and we're going to start off in your national headlines. Vice President Kamala Harris symbolically accepted the Democratic Party's presidential nomination yesterday.
The vice president already became the party's official nominee for president earlier this month after receiving a majority of votes via a virtual roll call. Harris will give her full acceptance speech on Thursday, the final day of the Democratic National Convention.
Also making an appearance at the DNC, large rallies and protests and more are planned for today. Some protesters are speaking out against civilian deaths in Gaza, and others are showing support for Israel. Video from CNN shows police in riot gear getting involved during a pro-Palestine rally outside the Israeli consulate yesterday.
It also shows most protesters heeding law enforcement and remaining nonviolent. New fencing is now in place after a handful of demonstrators broke through it on Monday. In your business headlines, a federal appeals court rules Google must face a lawsuit over Chrome's collecting data without users' permission. The court said there was a discrepancy between the way Google marketed its privacy policy and the way that it collected some data.
The lawsuit claims Google misled Chrome users who had not enabled Chrome Sync, which saves passwords, open tabs, and more to your Google account open on multiple devices. The case is set to go back to the lower court for trial.
Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines have cleared a major hurdle in their plan to merge. The deadline has passed for the DOJ to file a lawsuit to block it.
The merger is expected to expand Alaska Airlines' presence internationally and broaden North American travel options from Hawaii. Under the combined company, the airlines would keep operating under their own brands.
In your health headlines, an adult has tested positive for whooping cough in Walla Walla County, and the health department believes it could be circulating in the community. There has been a significant increase in cases this year in Washington state.
While symptoms of whooping cough can present itself like the common cold, it's important to know it can be especially dangerous for infants. The health department says the best defense is to stay up to date on vaccines.
The World Health Organization says Mpox is not the new COVID. This statement following the organization's declaration of a global health emergency last week due to the outbreak of a new deadlier strain.
The strain has since been confirmed in Sweden, the first case outside of Africa. The WHO says while more research is needed on the deadlier strain of Mpox, they do know how to control the spread of it.
And in case you missed it in sports news now, we have exciting news for our Kraken fans. Apple Valley News Now is the new official home for most regular season games for the next 2 seasons. We've partnered with the Kraken and King TV in Seattle to broadcast all non-nationally televised games.
You can catch them all right here on this channel, with some games on our digital sub-channel, MeTV, and our coverage will include pre- and post-game analysis. And the season will kick off with a home opener on October 8th.
Now here are the top 5 local stories you need to know this morning. A 26-year-old man has been arrested for assault, DUI, and hit and run. Court documents state Francisco Barajas Hernandez drove up to a pregnant woman walking on the sidewalk of SR 397 in Kennewick Sunday. Authorities say she refused a ride, and that's when the suspect turned his car around and drove at her, hitting her with his car. Barajas Hernandez is currently in the Benton County Jail, and he has not been granted bail at this time.
Healthcare workers with Cadlick began their strike. Workers started walking the picket lines in front of the hospital in Richland early yesterday morning. Workers say the strike is about more than a raise in pay. They say they also want to feel valued and respected. Cadlick officials say the pay they offer to the workers is competitive in healthcare in the state, and Cadlick has brought in temporary workers until the strike ends, which is August 27th.
The city of Ellensburg and Kittitas County have picked a new location and operator for the temporary overnight cold weather shelter to run from mid-November to March. Hope Source will operate the shelter inside the Western Village facility on the northern side of the Ellensburg Rodeo Arena. The city is paying the temporary lease costs for the Western Village location, while the county covers operational costs with one-time supplemental funds from the State Department of Commerce.
The YWCA Yakima is in its final stretch of fundraising to build a second domestic violence shelter, and that's at the site of the former St. Elizabeth's Nursing School. The new shelter would provide 112 additional beds and 45 rooms, also play areas for children and space for more programs and activities for families. The project cost is estimated at just over $17 million.
The West Richland Police Department's Animal Control Department says it has had an unusually high amount of aggressive animals. The department has seen incidents of dog bites on humans, dog attacks on other animals, or loose aggressive dogs. So far this year, 3 dogs have been declared potentially dangerous, and 4 other warnings have been issued for aggressive dogs. There are repercussions for owners whose dogs attack people. In some cases, it ends with the animal being euthanized.
Check this out now. Snacking in the stars will officially be possible thanks to Doritos.
Doritos is releasing the new limited edition Minis Cool Ranch Zero Gravity Tortilla Chips. They are created specifically for consuming in outer space. The chips are packaged in space-approved tins.
So we told you about the SpaceX mission Polaris Dawn just yesterday, and these chips are set to make their debut on that mission later this month. Doritos has partnered with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for the release with a $500,000 donation to the hospital.
Some of the chips will also be available for us Earthbound snackers, but to get in the running for a can, you'll need to make a $200 donation to St. Jude. Is that all?
Doritos is also offering the chance to win some mission-inspired swag with donations above $200. So it's essentially just chips.
For $200.
It's chips in a can.
Well, something that's free is Josh's forecast, right?
Always free, absolutely. Right now, temperatures mostly in the 50s and 60s, although we are seeing some 40s up in portions of the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. A little bit later today, we're going to be in the 70s and 80s. Mostly dry, a little chance, maybe some showers or thunderstorms up in the Cascades, but that chance doubles for Thursday, doubles again for Friday, and then peaks on Saturday. But then we trend drier for Sunday and beyond. Also, we trend warmer, but that's going to happen after we're down to around 75 on Saturday, about 15 degrees below average.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.